Hi everyone. From today onwards, I am going to make a series of videos on Linux basics. These will be helpful for those who want to learn Linux or those who are at the beginning stage of learning Linux. I will demonstrate these things on Linux platform Ubuntu. So in this video, I will show you how to download Ubuntu OS from its official website and how to install it as a VM in VirtualBox using the ISO file. So to download the machine, open the web browser and search for Ubuntu download. From the results, you can see the first one itself is from its official site. Select the first one, download Ubuntu desktop. There you can see the download option. Click on green color download button and it will give you a pop-up to save the file. I have already downloaded and saved the file into my system, so I'm not going to download again, so I'm canceling it. Here you can see on my desktop I have Ubuntu ISO file, so I'm going to make use of this one to install in VirtualBox. VirtualBox is a virtual platform creating software. It will allow us to run multiple OSs at a time. So to create any OS using ISO file, select new option and in the name field provide the name, whichever name you want to give to virtual machine. I'm providing Ubuntu. See, after providing Ubuntu, the type field changed to Linux and version changed to Ubuntu 64-bit. It automatically identified. If it is not selecting those automatically, you can manually do the process. In the type field, select Linux and in the version, select Ubuntu 64-bit and click on next. So here it is asking us how much amount of RAM you want to give to the virtual machine. Better provide 2 GB or more than that to run the virtual machine smoothly. For demonstration purpose, I am going to provide 3.5 GB to make the installation process faster. So after assigning the RAM, click on next. Here it is asking us, do you want to create a hard disk file right now? So as I don't have any hard disk file related to Ubuntu, we are going to create one. Select the second option and click on create. You can okay. Here it is asking us what type of hard disk file you want to create. The first option VDI is best suitable for VirtualBox, so select the first option and click on next. Here it is asking us what type of hard disk, how you want to create a physical hard disk. Okay. Here it is providing us two types of options, dynamically allocated and fixed size. Let me differentiate these two options. For suppose if I want to provide 50 GB of hard disk to my virtual machine, in case of dynamically allocated, it will allocate only how much amount of hard disk that is required by the VM, that much only. If there is space, we can use the space, host machine can use the space, extra space. But in case of fixed size, if I allocate 50 GB, the fixed size will allocate complete 50 GB to the VM itself, whether it uses the space or not. Without considering that, it will allocate complete 50 GB. So if there is any free space, I cannot use in case of fixed size. So choosing dynamically allocated is recommended and select the first option. Click on next. Here it is asking us how much amount of hard disk you want to provide. So better provide 25 GB or more than that. Here I am providing 30 GB. So click on create. It will create virtual platform for Ubuntu. Right now we didn't added ISO file to our VM. So start the machine by clicking on start icon. This time it will ask us to select the ISO file. So to select the ISO file, click on yellow color icon. As I have already selected, it is showing that, but in case of you, select the yellow color icon and go for add and move on to the location where you kept ISO file, and in my case I have it on desktop. So I'm selecting the ISO file and click on open. You can see the ISO file and click on choose. So it will show us, it will highlight start and click on start. Now it will use that ISO file as a resource and it will load the Ubuntu OS components from that ISO file and it will start the installation process. It is checking for are there any errors present in the ISO file. If any errors are there, it will show us. If no errors are there, you can go for the installation. If any errors are there, then also you can do the installation process. But there are chances that installation may get aborted if errors are there. In my case, I don't have any errors, so it is forwarding to installation procedure. So the installation interface is going to load. Here you have two options. First one is try Ubuntu, install Ubuntu. If you select install Ubuntu, it will directly start the installation process. If you select try Ubuntu, it will load the live version of Ubuntu. You can use that one temporarily and you can start the installation process later on. For now, I am going to select install Ubuntu. Click on install Ubuntu. So select the keyboard layout and language of keyboard. Click on continue. So it is asking for what type of installation procedure you want to do. Select normal installation. And if you want to install any kind of third-party softwares related to graphics or Wi-Fi, you can select install third-party. But as it is normal installation, for learning purpose, I am not going to select and click on continue. So installation type, how you want to do, erase the disk and install Ubuntu. Select the first option and click on install now. So do you want to make changes to the disk? Click on continue. It is asking for selecting time zone. Right now I am in India, so for India time zone is Kolkata. Continue, click on continue. As here it is asking for user creation. Provide the username, click on provide the username and provide the password. You can provide any username. I am giving here Ubuntu. You can provide any computer name also, but I'm going for Linux here. Provide the password. Right now you are creating new user. You can give any details. Please remember them later. So the installation process is started. It will take some time based on our system speed. In the between, it will also download some important files from the online, and it will also depend on internet speed also. So installation is done. Click on restart now. As I have forwarded the video, in my case installation is done immediately, but in your case it will take some time. For me it took nearly 15 to 20 minutes. So click on restart now. Restarting is done. Let me log in. So the Ubuntu interface will look like this one. So click on skip. No need to set up anything. Click on just next and click on done. So right now you can see I'm only able to see the smaller window of Ubuntu. I'm not getting the bigger screen. So to get the bigger screen of Ubuntu, we need to install some important packages in Ubuntu machine. For that purpose, open terminal, um, execute the commands that I will show here. apt space update, sorry, sudo space update. Okay, I entered the wrong command. No need to worry. Sudo space apt space update. So no need to worry about what are these commands, why I am typing. In later on sessions, I will describe about those things. For right now, execute those commands. And now sudo space apt space install space dkms and linux hyphen headers hyphen dollar uname space hyphen r. These are the required packages. To get the full screen, click on AY, enter. And it will install the packages. After installing these packages, we need to install one more thing called guest editions. We'll have those guest editions, and if we go to devices and select insert guest editions CD image. So you can see the CD icon on the tray and select that one. Here, this is the required file and select the file, and on the top you can see run software. Click on run software by selecting the file, and if you click on run, it will try to install the software. So for that purpose, it will ask password, please provide it. So it started the installation of VirtualBox guest editions. After installing these packages, it will ask us to restart the virtual machine. Once we restart it, we will get the Ubuntu in full screen mode. So the installation is done. Let me restart the Ubuntu machine and check. Click on top right corner and click on select power off. Click on restart. So I restarted the machine. Let me maximize my window. See, here I am getting the bigger screen of Ubuntu machine. Till now we have done so much amount of, we have spent much amount of time in installing the Ubuntu machine and getting the bigger screen of it. Every time if we want to do all these process, it will take so much amount of time. So for that purpose, I will show you one process to make it installation easy from next time onwards. We will import this virtual machine Ubuntu into a file called OVA, and again that OVA file will help us to do the installation easy from next time onwards. So shut down the machine, go open VirtualBox, select the Ubuntu and go to the file menu, select the file option in the top, select Ubuntu and go to file. There you can see the option called export appliance. Select the Ubuntu and click on next. In the format section, open virtualization format 1.0, and here there you can see where the file is going to be saved. In my case, it is going to save to down documents, and click on next. Here if you want to provide any details related to virtual machine, you can provide in the description section. Here as I have low memory, I am providing the password of virtual machine. If you want to provide, you can provide, otherwise no need to provide any details. So after providing them, click on export. So it will do the exporting process. It will take some time based on our system speed. Let me forward the window. Let me forward the video, and so the exporting is done. Let me have a look where the OVA is saved and how much amount of size it is. Go to documents and there it is, ubuntu.ova, and it has the file size of 3.33 GB. Let me delete the OVA. Let me delete the Ubuntu OS from VirtualBox. Right click and select remove option. Select delete all files. It will remove every file related to Ubuntu. OSs like Kali and Parrot will provide OVA files directly to the users. So we can use OVA files to install the operating systems. I will show you the procedure right now. Just double click on the OVA file. It will ask us to import. So click on import. It will start the importing process. It won't take much time. More, it will take less than 5 to 10 minutes. More than that, it won't take. So sometimes it will show more time like 17 minutes, 20 minutes, but it won't take that much time. Maximum up to 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. For me, it is showing 2 minutes 21 seconds. Let me see how much time will it take. See, less than 2 minutes. I have done the installation of Ubuntu. If I click on start, it will load the virtual machine. The state of virtual machine will be how it is when you are exporting the VM. The same state you will get after importing the machine also. Means if you have added any files to the VM, if you placed them where you placed them, the files will reside at that place itself. Let me log in. Okay, the VM is loaded. See, I got directly the full screen. No need to install any guest stations or any extra packages. So until now we have seen how to install Ubuntu OS from the ISO file. Later, how to install guest stations and extra packages that need to be installed to get the full screen mode we have seen. After installing, how to export the VM as a OVA file, and once exporting is done, how to import any operating system if it is available as a OVA file, how to import into VirtualBox we have seen. In the later sessions, we will see how to use the Linux machines, what are the different commands that we need to learn. I will show you. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.